symbols of Christmas. Now, where does that sound familiar? Well, it could just be that I had a rant by the same name about 10 years ago. And of course, me, being me, probably going to repeat himself. So I can spend a whole lot of time doing this right now, but I am going to go ahead and take out some Christmas ornaments. Of course, I showed some off to start this video. But these are Christmas ornaments that, for whatever reason, one reason or another, mean a lot to me. And of course, everything's been modernized, but there's still that sense of sentimentality that made Christmas 2012 and all the other Christmases so wonderful. And, I'm thinking about that now as I hang these ornaments, maybe in memory of the people who gave them to me, maybe just in general. I just like the way they look. The Sonic ornaments, obviously, were my own doing, being a big Sonic fan. Ornaments like this hot air balloon that I'm about to open up. This is something fairly new that I bought a couple years ago at the old Mystic Village. And every year, creates its own memories. In fact, this one might even have the year on it. It does not, but every year creates its own memories. And, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I remember the life story of every single ornament that I purchased. Well, I probably do know more than I let on. But, no, it's Christmas every year is like a rebirth, literally and figuratively, of just the spirit, all the things that make this so wonderful. I look forward today to going over to my friend's house to help them set their tree up and all the significances that has. So to make this kind of easier and more simple, I'm actually just going to focus on these ornaments here because I could spend forever getting lost in this box here. And I realize it's not on camera, so you can't really see. This glass swan here, an heirloom for my mom. Obviously, I'm not as into it, but I can definitely appreciate that she's had this for I don't know how many years, and it's been in so many of my Christmases dating back to the 1990s. And so yeah, I put these things on, with no yeah, it's fun, but I take it very seriously too. Where these things are going to go, what order they're going to go in, how important they are, and they're all important in their own way. Last couple of years, I've kind of adopted a tradition of getting an ornament that is that year's Christmas ornament, if that makes sense. So in 2020, I had the Christmas in the City idea with all the different skyscrapers and things around. So notably, of course, you figure for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and twist this camera around because that's how seriously we're taking this. It's a very free-form Friday type of deal. But with the Christmas 2020 ornament, I don't know if I'll find it in here right this second, but it was a little skyscraper to remember that Christmas by. This here is a little trombone, also my mom's collection. A lot of this stuff we're going to see probably will be from my mom's collection. My dad probably has some as well. His mother, who of course is my nanny, gave us some Christmas ornaments throughout the years and continues to do so. So, it's important to always remember these things and, also add to it at times. And again, I'm not going to go through every single one of these right now. Some of these don't even have hooks. This guy has his own hook because it's Spider-Man, and he's going to go ahead and hang upside down here. This one I think I've had a decent amount of time now, actually. Probably 2016. 2016 is when I started to get the more playful ornaments. Because, I'm a sucker for the old-fashioned, some of them say, The Magic of Christmas, 1985. I love those things. I really do. I love the little Christmas City motif with, Santa and some kids sitting down and sharing a Coke or something, the old style. But, I'm also, I grew up in a certain era where certain things were more popular than others. And, stuff like Sonic and, other things that you wouldn't have had, obviously. Maybe in the 90s you would have, but this one here just kind of says it all. It's a Merry Christmas one. I know I'm not really on camera right now. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I appreciate anybody who is watching it. This is live, but not live, and I'm probably not going to edit it. So, I think I mentioned in that 2012 video there was a squirrel ornament, just a ridiculous-looking squirrel ornament. This one's from '99, so that means a little bit more to me. But the squirrel ornament represented a literal squirrel that had gotten into our attic that year. It was kind of like a little ongoing gag. So for that year, my mom bought my dad a giant squirrel ornament. I'm probably not going to find it in this bunch, but regardless, the meaning of all these ornaments, I can even skip around a little bit to kind of show off different styles. Again, back to my mom's style, nothing wrong with it, just not necessarily for me, but they all go on the tree because they all represent those people in my life. Some of them, intentionally, unintentionally, gave me some of these. I say unintentionally. I'm going to see if I can find this. Probably not, because I'm looking for it. But, oh, there it is. So there's actually some really funny ones in here that I'm going to go ahead and get to right now. So when I said unintentional Christmas ornaments, I was referring to this right here. And I know for a fact this was not part of the 2012 setup, because I hadn't had this encounter yet. My friend Frankie and his friends decided to kind of surprise me. and my own birthday with a water gun, one of these cheap little dollar store water guns. I think it's loaded. No, it's not loaded. Little water pistol that in years since I have actually put a hook on it and I hang it on the tree. Why? Why is there a orange plastic water pistol on the tree? Well, why not? My birthday bash actually signifies a time of togetherness that's really only rivaled by Christmas itself, so it's not too unexpected that you'd see that. In fact, I'm glad I opened this tote here, because this has a lot of the things that mean a lot to me, like the M&M guys, which this might have been around in 2012, but, you know, giving my mom M&Ms and different M&M merchandise for Christmas, that's been going back a number of years now, so you have these, like, kind of smug little M&M mascots, or M&M mascots, I don't know. But yeah, you got those guys, and then of course you got, well, the Dreamcast for one, but Coke, just Coca-Cola. You know, I love it out of the glass bottle, but the can will do as well. So, yeah, these are all amazing ornaments. You know, I'm not going to rush through this. I just wanted to get some of these up today. The important symbols of Christmas. I don't even remember how long the original video was. A lot of times I think that I spent all this time on Christmas videos and then I go back and watch the videos, because many of them they can actually view right here. They're like maybe 3 minutes long. I'm like, oh man, I really love to talk about Christmas back in 2011 and 12, and then it's like 2-minute video. Which, I mean, I guess for me was something. You know, it's not about like a time limit per se, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes even I don't know what I'm going to say during these things. And it's just, you know, there's only so much I can do in terms of a video. And speaking of like those that kind of date which Christmas it is, 2019, one of the more iconic Christmases we've had in the last 5 years, and of course it has its own ornament that just says 2019 on it. Maybe not the most creative thing ever, I realize, but that is that one. As far as what this year's ornament will be, the 2022 representative, I mean, yeah, you could go with one of the Coke ones, but I'm probably going to get something new, most definitely. I'm not, you know, every year I kind of get less and less new ornaments just because, you know, there's only so many I can fit at a certain point. Now, this is just a look at the different Christmas ornaments that I have. I look forward to showing off more of the tree when it's at its most complete. But for right now, I'm just kind of savoring this moment, taking it all in. Of course, I showed off the new Sega Genesis ornament, which is one of my favorite new ones. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season. There's going to be plenty more to come. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout the years. Christmas 2022, just getting started, remembering the old with the new. Have a great holiday, everybody. Sincerely. Quick here, let's go through a few of these ornaments. Obviously not all of them. I'll put some on the tree. These are ones I haven't put on yet. So this one is from CVS, it looks like. I feel like I did this last year.